Alright, so a couple weeks ago, I stated how I wanted to create some stuff in the next few weeks and kind of like test the waters with them. And this is one of the things. It's called Cinema Autopsy. It's kind of like where I break down stuff in cinema, whether it's like Hollywood, behind the scenes stuff, of just taking a movie or an actor or a director and kind of just like breaking down like what makes them so special or what makes a movie so special. And this is the first episode, so let's roll the intro. Alright, so pretty much this is kind of like a video essay. It's pretty much I just want to take something and then just try to figure out what makes it so popular. And I felt like Steven Spielberg was a good thing to go off of. And then I realized it's different because you expect Steven Spielberg movies to be, oh, it's just because he's such a great storyteller, and he is. He's an amazing storyteller. But I didn't think that was what made him so iconic. And it's weird because the thing I thought made Steven Spielberg movies so iconic and special, it's John Williams. It's the composer. I didn't realize this. I looked it up and I did a bunch of research. John Williams has composed 29 of Steven Spielberg's theatrically released movies or documentary shorts, okay? Here's the thing. Steven Spielberg has only made 31 movies, theatrically released, or video shorts. So that means 29 out of 31 is equivalent to the fact that he's done literally everything with Steven Spielberg. John Williams has done everything with him except for 2 movies. And those movies are Bridge of Spies, which was done with Thomas Newman, I believe, and then The Color Purple, who was done by Quincy Jones. Now, you gotta think, that is an amazing track record to do something with one person for that many years. And to give you an idea of how long that's been, the first movie they did together was the Sugarland Express, done in 1974. That's a long time ago. That's older than my mom, to give you an idea. And I'm 20 years old, alright? It's a long time. But their first big break was with Jaws. I should at least say that's Steven Spielberg's first big break, because John Williams was already an Oscar award-winning composer from Fiddler on the Roof, done in the 60s. And Steven Spielberg's first big break with Jaws wasn't done until 75. So when you think about it, who's the real masterpiece artist there? I mean, John Williams is amazing, and I'm going to pull up another stat later on in this video, but is John Williams more iconic than Steven Spielberg? And I think he is. I think he is way more iconic. I think it's without a question he is. But I don't think a lot of people know a lot about composers. But I can definitely tell you is John Williams music, all right? I'll play 3 songs. I won't put the name of the movie or not at all until about halfway through of the song, and tell me if you know it. Alright, so the 3 songs I played was from Harry Potter, Star Wars, and Jaws. Like I've already mentioned Jaws a couple times, so I hope you would know it. But then you could also throw in music from Schindler's List, Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, E.T. I mean, these are all amazing, iconic music. And it's all done by one man. One man. It's not even like a team. It's literally one guy and his band. And it's insane on how he is able to do the things he does. And it's crazy. And I feel like this is what makes Steven Spielberg so iconic, is the fact that he goes out and gets these super iconic composers. Like I said, he's done 29 movies out of 31 with John Williams. He has 3 movies coming up, and 2 of the 3 are actually John Williams. The one that's not is Ready Player One, which comes out next year, and that is done by Alan Silvestri, who is another iconic, super iconic composer. He's done stuff like Back to the Future, the Avengers theme, the Captain America the First Avenger theme, which is my favorite Marvel score. And he's now doing Ready Player One, and that's an amazing, amazing composer. And honestly, like if I had to rank composers, it's John Williams, like above the roof. And then it's Hans Zimmer and Alan Silvestri. I would almost put it at a tie, or maybe Silvestri just edging him out just a little bit. But man, if you really want to like break it down, it's out of 29 movies that John Williams and Steven Spielberg have made together, that's a lot. Especially when Spielberg has only made 31. That's insane just to try to wrap your head around. Now, out of the 29, 17 of those have been nominated for an Oscar, and then out of the 17, only three have won the Oscar. All right, so that's you're just like, well, he's only won 3. Well, now going back to the stat I'll tell you about later on, John Williams by himself has won 5 Oscars, and only 3 of them have been from Steven Spielberg, a Steven Spielberg movie at least.
And the winner is...
The winner is John Williams for Fiddler on the Roof.
And the winner is John Williams for Jaws.
And the winner is Olivia.
Oh, big moment. Goodness. The winner is John Williams for Star Wars.
The winner is John Williams for E.T.
And the Oscar goes to John Williams for Schindler's List.
And you're like, well, still, like, what's so special about him? Well, let's go into how many times he's been nominated for a composed original score. And it's 50. He's been nominated for 50 Oscars. And half the time, with those 50 Oscars, he would lose to himself. Like, the year he won with Star Wars, he was also nominated for another movie. I think it was like Indiana Jones or something. I'm not 100% sure. It was actually Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and he lost to Star Wars. So he beat himself. I mean, the man is amazing. So Close Encounters could have won instead of Star Wars. But the guy is insane. And this is where it gets a little tricky. If you were to take a Steven Spielberg movie and take John Williams out of the equation, are the movies still iconic? Let's go with Jaws, alright? Which is personally my favorite Steven Spielberg movie, and arguably one of the most important movies in history. You take John Williams out of that, it's not that good of a movie. And you might be like, whoa. You're saying Jaws is your favorite, and then you're saying it's not that good. No, I'm saying if you take away the score, it's not that good. Like, I'll show you a clip from Jaws with the score and without the score, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Because the score builds this anticipation and all the suspense, and it makes you scared of the unknown. And all you know is the score. It's weird, but it's very, very intriguing.
Move it. Get clear of the bow. up, will you?
Your turn, Quinn.
Hooper, where are you? Hooper, hurry it up now, tie it on. Hurry it up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now.
Don't wait for me.
Come on, Hooper, come on, hurry it up, tie it on!
Now.
Kill it, Quint, kill it! Now! Shoot! Time! What were you doing? You knew I had to get a clean shot right in the head. All right, let's see how long that barrel takes to bring him up. Bring it on the barrel! I'm coming around again! Coming. Hooper, get clear of the barrel. Hooper! Tie it up, will you?
Your turn, Quinn.
Hooper, where are you? Hooper, hurry it up now, tie it on. Hurry it up, he's coming straight for us. Don't screw it up now.
Don't wait for me.
Come on, Hooper, come on, hurry it up, tie it on.
Now.
Kill it, quick! Kill it! Now! Shoot! Time! What were you doing? You knew I had to get a clean shot right in the head. All right, let's see how long that barrel takes to bring him up. Bring it on the barrel! I'm coming around again!
Alright, now that you've seen it, I hope you understand what I was trying to say, that the score in Jaws is a character. It's not just music. It is literally the shark. It's the shark it's about all you're going to get from the shark for I think like over an hour into the movie. You don't see the shark. That's all you get is the score. From the beginning scene, you see a shark's point of view swimming through, and you don't see the shark because it's from the shark's point of view, but you hear the score. And that from the beginning is like, you don't know really what's going under this thing. You know that there's a shark. You don't know how big the shark is, but you can hear the score, and the score is the shark. And then once you finally see the shark, you realize, oh, well, the shark ain't that scary. And that's because, well, the movie was made and released in 1975. That was a long time ago. All right? And then, you know, it's hard to make a realistic shark. And I believe the movie only had like an $8 million budget to create a life shark. And it's not like they're going to put a real shark in the water, because if they did, that's like lawsuits and all that crap. So what they did is they're like, hey, John, I need you to make the best score you've ever made and make it scary, and I need it to be a character. And he did. All right, pretty much just to wrap everything up, John Williams has won 5 Oscars. It was for Fiddler on the Roof in the 60s, Jaws, Star Wars, Schindler's List, and E.T. Those 5 movies, if you need to go listen to their scores, I strongly recommend it. I didn't really know he even did Fiddler on the Roof until doing research for this video last night. And then I listened to the Fiddler on the Roof score, and it was really nice. So, what I'm trying to say is I love Steven Spielberg's movies. Honestly, I don't think I would have gotten into film if it wasn't for Spielberg. But, man, it's crazy when you wrap your head around how John Williams has done so much with Steven Spielberg, to the point it's hard to imagine a movie without those two. And like I said, you can go watch Bridge of Spies or The Color Purple to really see a Steven Spielberg movie without John Williams. And the fact that they're both getting up there in age, I think Spielberg's like 70, and I think John Williams is even older than that. It's gonna be a sad day when one of the two pass away, and I hope I hope they both live to like 200 years old. Like, that'd be amazing. But life doesn't work that way. But I think when it comes down to it, the thing that makes a Steven Spielberg movie iconic and popular is, of course, his great storytelling. But above that is the iconic score that goes with John Williams. And it's crazy because you would think, well, it's mainly Steven Spielberg. But it's not. Because if you look at other John Williams composed music, you get Harry Potter, you get Star Wars. These things are so like heavyweights in like music scores and everything. To the point, like, is it? Like, are they as popular? I don't know. I really don't. Is John Williams the reason behind Spielberg's like success? I really want to know what you guys think, because this is just like, I'm just gonna be throwing ideas out to you guys, and I want to know what you guys think, because if you agree with me, then it seems like I'm on the right track to figuring something out. And if you don't, well, it creates an interesting conversation, because I'd like to hear your point of view from it. But yeah, I think the thing that makes Spielberg so iconic is the fact he goes out and gets these amazing composers, to the point it's like even the two movies that he didn't create still were nominated for an original score, with The Color Purple and Bridge of Spies. And I mean, you have to appreciate what these guys do with creating music to go with a movie, and sometimes to the point of making a character on its own. I mean, if I was just to like just play just John Williams scores, you'll be like, holy crap, this dude's done all these iconic movies. I think he's literally done like every iconic franchise except for like Pirates of the Caribbean and Back to the Future, which is fine, I mean, honestly. But can you say like those scores would even exist if it wasn't for John Williams to like create the path? But yeah, so this is my just point of view on what I think creates an iconic Steven Spielberg movie is John Williams. I think he is the reason behind it, and just let me know what you guys think. I would love to get some interaction, whether you guys agree with me, disagree with me, or if you have a different thing. If you think the reason why Steven Spielberg is so great because, you know, he has some radical hair, and his hair just produces these magical creation ideas. I mean, if that's what you think, I mean, shoot, what am I doing? Because I didn't even know about that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this. This is something new. It's very much still in the testing ground, but hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time with whatever video I decide to create. So, see ya.
But after making 27 films together across 43 years, yeah. I think I can at least try to explain what he does. And without John Williams, bikes don't really fly, nor do brooms in Quidditch matches, nor do men in red capes. There is no force. Dinosaurs do not walk the earth. We do not wonder. We do not weep. We do not believe. John, you breathe belief into every film we have made. You take our movies, many of them about our most impossible dreams, and through your musical genius, you make them real and everlasting for billions and billions of people.